your legs weaken. First, eat these 6 fruits to strengthen them fast.
Mrs. Johnson is 74, living in Florida. She used to love walking every morning, but lately her legs felt weak, heavy, and sometimes cramped so badly at night that she couldn't sleep. She thought it was just aging, something she had to accept. But what if I told you her nightly struggle wasn't simply age, but something far more preventable, hidden right inside her fruit basket? Weak legs, night cramps, or that heavy feeling in your calves are not just normal signs of getting older. In fact, research shows that over 60% of adults over 65 experience muscle cramps or leg weakness regularly, and many of them could ease it just by choosing the right fruits. That's why this video is so important. We're going to uncover everyday fruits that can bring strength back to your legs, help circulation, and reduce painful cramps. Now let me ask you, have you ever felt your legs give out on you when you needed them most? Type 1 in the comments if that has happened, or type 0 if you've never experienced it. I want to hear your stories, because here at Health 365, we read and reply to every single comment. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way you'll never miss a simple, science-backed tip that could help keep your body stronger and healthier every day. Have you ever heard someone say that jackfruit is only good for its sweet taste? The truth is, this tropical fruit hides an impressive secret that could make your legs feel lighter and stronger. Jackfruit is naturally rich in potassium, a mineral that helps balance electrolytes and keep your muscles from contracting too tightly. Scientists at Harvard have noted that diets high in potassium can cut the risk of muscle cramps and weakness by up to 40% in older adults. That's why jackfruit is more than just a snack. It's a kind of natural muscle protector. Let me share a story. Robert, a 68-year-old retired bus driver from Texas, struggled with sudden cramps in his calves whenever he walked too far. At night, he often woke up to painful spasms that forced him out of bed. He thought it was poor circulation, but his doctor explained his potassium levels were lower than normal. Instead of relying only on supplements, Robert began adding jackfruit into his weekly diet. Fresh when in season, frozen or dried when not. Within weeks, he noticed fewer nighttime cramps and more steady energy during his daily walks. His wife joked that he moved with the ease of a man 10 years younger. Another benefit of jackfruit is its vitamin B6 content. This vitamin supports the communication between nerves and muscles, so your legs don't feel numb or weak. A study from the National Institutes of Health confirmed that seniors with higher B6 intake reported stronger coordination and fewer tingling sensations in their feet. Combine that with jackfruit's high fiber, which improves blood flow and keeps energy levels steady, and you've got a fruit that works on multiple levels to support your legs. So how can you use jackfruit in your daily routine? If you live in a place where fresh jackfruit isn't common, try buying it frozen or canned in water, not syrup. You can blend it into smoothies, toss it in a fruit salad, or even bake it lightly as a side dish. The key is consistency. Adding this fruit a few times a week can slowly rebuild the strength and stability in your legs. And here's a little promise. If jackfruit can bring relief to Robert, imagine what it could do for you. But before we move on, get ready. Because the next fruit might surprise you even more. It's something small, sweet, and packed with a twist most people don't know about. When most people think about plums, they picture a summer snack that's juicy and sweet, but very few realize how powerful these little purple fruits can be for keeping your legs strong and free from cramps. Plums are loaded with potassium, just like jackfruit, but what makes them stand out is how quickly that potassium works to regulate muscle contractions. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic have found that adequate potassium intake can reduce nighttime cramping episodes in seniors by as much as 35%, especially when combined with proper hydration. Let me tell you about Janet, a 71-year-old grandmother from Ohio. She loved gardening but often had to stop because her calves tightened painfully after just 30 minutes. She thought it was arthritis, but her doctor explained her blood tests showed low potassium. Janet began eating 2 plums every afternoon as a snack, instead of cookies or chips. Within a month, she noticed she could garden longer without those sudden cramps. Even better, her doctor was pleased to see her blood pressure readings improve, since potassium-rich fruits like plums also support heart health and circulation. But plums offer more than just potassium. They are rich in polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that protect blood vessels from damage. Healthy vessels mean better blood flow to the legs, preventing that heavy, tired feeling many older adults complain about. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition highlighted that seniors who consumed polyphenol-rich fruits regularly had improved circulation and even stronger bone density. That's another hidden benefit of plums. They help your bones stay firm and resilient, lowering the risk of frailty in later years. So how can you bring plums into your routine? Fresh plums are wonderful when in season, or slice fresh plums into your breakfast cereal. Not only does this satisfy your sweet tooth naturally, it also strengthens your legs in ways you might not notice until one day you realize you can walk farther, climb stairs easier, and sleep without those painful cramps. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Plums may sound impressive, but the next fruit on our list does something unexpected. It doesn't just fight cramps. It actually helps your legs feel lighter, especially when the summer heat makes every step feel heavy. When the summer heat sets in, many older adults notice their legs feeling heavier, weaker, or even cramping more often. One overlooked reason: dehydration. And that's where cantaloupe comes in. This orange-fleshed melon is made of nearly 90% water, making it a natural way to keep your body hydrated while also nourishing your muscles. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, dehydration is one of the leading causes of muscle cramps among seniors, especially during hot weather or after light physical activity. Take George, a 73-year-old retired mechanic in Arizona. He loved to take short evening walks, but during the summer he often felt his legs dragging, almost as if they weighed 100 pounds each. Sometimes his calves cramped so badly he had to sit on the curb until the pain eased. His daughter encouraged him to add more hydrating fruits to his diet. George started eating a bowl of chilled cantaloupe every afternoon. Within weeks, he noticed fewer cramps, more energy in the evenings, and even better sleep because his legs no longer woke him up at night. But hydration is only part of the story. Cantaloupe is also a good source of potassium, helping muscles contract and relax smoothly, and vitamin A, which protects muscle tissue from damage caused by oxidative stress. In fact, a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets rich in carotenoids, like those in orange melons, were linked to reduced muscle weakness in older adults. That means cantaloupe doesn't just refresh you, it actively helps maintain the strength of your legs. So how can you add cantaloupe to your routine? Slice it into cubes and keep them in the fridge for a quick, cooling snack. Blend it into a smoothie with a little yogurt for an energizing breakfast. Or simply enjoy it fresh after a walk to replace the fluids and electrolytes you've lost. Many people also like combining cantaloupe with berries or mint for a refreshing summer salad. The natural sweetness makes it a perfect replacement for sugary desserts, helping you stay healthy while still satisfying cravings. Think of cantaloupe as more than just a sweet fruit. It's like a gentle support system for your legs, especially when heat or exercise makes them feel heavy. And if you're impressed by what cantaloupe can do, wait until you hear about the next one. It's not even a solid fruit at all, but a natural drink that many athletes and older adults swear by for instant recovery. If you've ever watched athletes after a long run, you might notice they often reach for a sports drink. But did you know there's a natural alternative that works just as well? And sometimes even better. Coconut water is often called nature's electrolyte drink. It's packed with potassium, magnesium, and sodium, the exact minerals your body needs to restore balance after sweating or losing fluids. According to a clinical study published in the Journal of Physiological Anthropology, coconut water rehydrated participants just as effectively as a commercial sports drink, but without the added sugars or artificial ingredients. The secret lies in its potassium content, which is often higher than that of a banana. Potassium works hand in hand with magnesium to regulate muscle contractions, while sodium helps replace what's lost through sweat. This trio ensures your muscles relax properly instead of locking up into painful spasms. A review from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition emphasized that electrolyte imbalance is one of the leading, yet preventable triggers of muscle weakness and cramps in older adults. Coconut water helps close that gap naturally. So how can you use coconut water in daily life? You don't need to drink it by the liter. Just 1 cup after a walk, gardening session, or light exercise can help. Many people enjoy mixing coconut water with a splash of fresh fruit juice for added flavor, while others freeze it into ice cubes to use in smoothies. It's also a refreshing choice on hot days, when dehydration and salt loss make your legs feel heavy. Think of coconut water as a gentle but powerful helper. It's not just about quenching thirst. It's about giving your muscles the minerals they need to stay steady and strong. And before we move on, let me ask, have you ever tried coconut water after exercise and felt the difference? Type 1 in the comments if you have, or 0 if you haven't yet. And don't forget to subscribe to Health 365 so you won't miss the next simple but powerful tip. And while coconut water can work wonders, the next fruit on our list brings something equally impressive. With its creamy texture and healthy fats, it doesn't just prevent cramps, it actually improves blood circulation to your legs. When you think about avocados, you might picture guacamole at a summer picnic, but this creamy green fruit offers far more than flavor. It's a powerhouse for muscle health and circulation. Avocados are rich in both potassium and magnesium, the perfect duo for preventing nighttime cramps and keeping muscles contracting smoothly. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, diets higher in magnesium are strongly associated with fewer leg cramps among older adults, especially during sleep. Take Linda, a 69-year-old from New Mexico. She loved line dancing at her community center, but often had to sit out halfway through because her calves tightened painfully. Her doctor explained that low magnesium and poor circulation were part of the problem. Instead of relying only on supplements, Linda started adding half an avocado to her breakfast 3 times a week. Within a month, she noticed her legs didn't lock up during dance practice, and she even joined a longer session without discomfort. She felt stronger, more confident, and happier being active again with her friends. When you think about avocados, you might picture guacamole at a summer picnic. But this creamy green fruit offers far more than flavor. It's a powerhouse for muscle, health, and circulation. Avocados are rich in both potassium and magnesium, the perfect duo for preventing nighttime cramps and keeping muscles contracting smoothly. According to research from the National Institutes of Health, diets higher in magnesium are strongly associated with fewer leg cramps among older adults, especially during sleep. Avocados also contribute to muscle preservation as we age. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, affects nearly 1 in 3 people over 60. The combination of potassium, magnesium, and heart-healthy fats in avocados can help slow this process, making it easier to stay active and independent. So how can you add avocados into your day without getting bored? Spread mashed avocado on whole-grain toast for a filling breakfast, slice it into a salad for lunch, or blend it into a smoothie for a creamy texture without dairy. Some people even enjoy it simply with a sprinkle of salt and pepper. The key is regularity. Eating avocado a few times a week can make a visible difference in your leg strength and comfort. And since we're talking about classic, widely loved fruits, the next one is a familiar favorite. It's often called the anti-cramp fruit, and chances are you already have it sitting in your kitchen. If there's one fruit most people already connect with muscle health, it's the banana. Sometimes called the anti-cramp fruit, bananas are one of the easiest and most effective ways to keep your legs strong and free of painful spasms. Their high potassium content helps muscles contract and relax properly, preventing the sudden lockups that so often strike at night or during activity. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, a single medium banana provides about 10% of the daily potassium needs, making it one of the most convenient sources of this vital mineral. Consider Frank, a 72-year-old retired firefighter from Michigan. He enjoyed fishing at the lake but often had to cut trips short because standing on the dock left his calves cramping. His doctor suggested a simple change: eat a banana before heading out. Frank followed that advice, and to his surprise, the cramps grew less frequent. Within weeks, he could stay longer on his feet, enjoy his hobby again, and even joked that bananas had given him his second career as a fisherman. But bananas do more than just replenish potassium. They also contain vitamin B6, which supports nerve-to-muscle communication, helping reduce tingling or numbness in the legs. In addition, bananas offer easily digestible carbohydrates, which provide quick energy for muscles. That's why athletes often eat them before or after exercise, and seniors can benefit in the same way, especially if fatigue and leg heaviness are daily struggles. Bananas are also naturally low in sodium, which makes them a safe, heart-friendly choice for those watching their blood pressure, while still delivering the nutrients muscles crave. Bananas are also highly versatile. You can slice them into your morning cereal, blend them into smoothies, or simply eat them as an afternoon snack. For those with a sweet tooth, freezing banana slices and blending them creates a creamy, ice cream-like treat without the sugar overload. Regularly, including bananas in your diet, not only restores electrolyte balance, but also supports long-term leg strength. So the next time you feel your legs tighten or grow tired too quickly, remember that something as simple as a banana can make a real difference. And while bananas round out today's list of powerful fruits, the bigger picture is even more important. Because staying strong and active in older age isn't about one single food. It's about the habits you build every day. Keep that in mind, because the choices you make at the table today will shape the strength you carry into tomorrow.
While most conversations about nutrients focus on vitamins and minerals, calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, there's an equally powerful group of non-vitamin, non-mineral compounds that directly support leg strength, structure, and function. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you have. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more science-backed tips on healthy aging. Your legs will thank you. First, let's talk about protein. As we grow older, one of the earliest signs of aging often reveals itself in the legs. Climbing stairs feels harder, walking long distances becomes tiring, and simply standing from a chair might require more effort than before. These subtle shifts are often the first whispers of sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that affects up to a third of adults over 60. But is this physical decline inevitable, or can we take control of it? More specifically, can a single nutrient help preserve the strength and vitality of our legs as we age? The answer is yes, and that nutrient is protein. Protein isn't just for bodybuilders or athletes. For older adults, it's a fundamental component of healthy aging, especially when it comes to leg function. Our muscles are made of protein, and as we age, we become less efficient at using it to repair and rebuild. This phenomenon, known as anabolic resistance, means the body requires more high-quality protein to trigger the same muscle-building response it once achieved effortlessly. That's where protein earns its place as a true powerhouse. It provides the raw materials to maintain lean muscle tissue, which is critical for leg strength, balance, and mobility. But even more remarkable is how one particular amino acid, leucine, acts as a biological switch. Found in abundance in foods like dairy, eggs, and lean meats, leucine activates a key growth pathway in the body called mTOR, sending a clear signal to start building muscle. Without that signal, even a protein-rich meal may not fully support the muscle maintenance that aging legs need. So what happens if we don't get enough? The decline may be slow, but its effects are profound. Weakened legs, increased risk of falls, reduced mobility, slower recovery from injuries, and a higher likelihood of losing independence. Even if you're eating enough calories, a lack of protein can lead to muscle being broken down silently, replaced not by strength, but by fatigue. Fortunately, this is a problem we can actively address. Current research suggests that older adults should aim for more protein than previously recommended, around 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight per day, and distribute it evenly throughout the day to overcome anabolic resistance. Instead of saving protein for dinner, imagine giving your legs what they need at every meal, especially at breakfast and lunch, when many seniors tend to skimp. The sources of protein also matter. High leucine proteins like whey, eggs, fish, chicken, and Greek yogurt are especially effective, while plant-based options like tofu, lentils, and quinoa can also contribute when properly combined. For those with reduced appetite or chewing difficulties, protein shakes and powders offer a convenient, concentrated alternative. 2. Omega-3. When most people hear the word fat, they don't think of healing or strength, they think of something to avoid. But what if one particular type of fat could do just the opposite? What if it could soothe aching joints, improve blood flow to your legs, and even protect the delicate nerves that make every step possible? That's exactly what omega-3 fatty acids are known for, and their power is especially vital. Leg pain, stiffness, and swelling are common complaints among older adults, and they're often tied to low-grade, chronic inflammation. Whether it's arthritis in the knees, aching calves, or sore ankles, inflammation is often the invisible saboteur behind declining leg comfort and mobility. This is where omega-3s step in, not as a quick fix, but as a natural, long-term anti-inflammatory ally. Unlike over-the-counter medications that block pain temporarily, omega-3 fatty acids work from within, gently down-regulating the body's inflammatory response at the cellular level. EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, the two most active forms of omega-3s found in fish oil, influence the production of signaling molecules called eicosanoids and resolvins, compounds that help resolve inflammation rather than fuel it. The result: joints that move more freely, with less swelling and stiffness, and legs that feel less weighed down by chronic discomfort. But the magic of omega-3s doesn't stop at inflammation. As we age, circulation to the lower limbs naturally declines. The tiny capillaries that deliver oxygen and nutrients to our legs and feet become less efficient, contributing to cold feet, cramping, slow wound healing, and even more serious issues in those with diabetes or peripheral artery disease. Omega-3s help by improving endothelial function. That's the health of the inner lining of your blood vessels. They encourage vasodilation, keeping blood flowing smoothly and preventing clots, which means more oxygen and nourishment reaches your leg muscles, nerves, and skin. Better circulation doesn't just feel good, it lays the groundwork for stronger legs, faster recovery, and lower risk of complications. There's also compelling evidence suggesting that omega-3s may play a protective role in nerve health, particularly for those dealing with tingling, burning, or numbness in the legs, common symptoms of peripheral neuropathy. By reducing oxidative stress and promoting nerve cell regeneration, omega-3s may help preserve sensation and reduce discomfort in the lower limbs. This is especially critical for older adults with diabetes or vascular issues, where loss of sensation can lead to unnoticed injuries or infections. So, where do you find this remarkable fat? The best sources are cold water fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies, rich in EPA and DHA. For those who don't eat fish regularly, purified fish oil supplements or algal oil, a vegan option, can provide effective alternatives. While the ideal dose varies based on individual needs, many studies support 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day for anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular benefits. 3. Collagen. You may not see it, but beneath every strong step, flexible knee, and steady ankle lies a hidden framework, collagen. It weaves through your tendons, cushions your joints, and gives your ligaments their spring. It holds your legs together, quite literally. But as the years pass, this structural matrix quietly weakens. The joints start to ache, your knees don't bend as easily, and your legs lose that sense of stability and bounce they once had. So the question is, can we rebuild what time has taken away? Can collagen truly restore the integrity of our aging legs? The answer is promising, and it starts with collagen peptides. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body, forming the scaffolding of connective tissue. But after age 30, your body begins producing less collagen every year. By the time you're in your 60s or 70s, that decline can be felt in every creaky knee and overstretched tendon. And unlike muscle mass, which can sometimes be visibly regained with training and protein, collagen loss is slower to reveal itself, but no less serious. This is where collagen peptides step in. Unlike ordinary dietary collagen, hydrolyzed collagen peptides are broken down into short amino acid chains that are easily absorbed into the bloodstream. Once there, they don't just disappear. They travel to the joints and connective tissues, where they act like messengers, stimulating your body's own collagen production. In clinical studies, people who took daily collagen peptides experienced reduced joint pain, better flexibility, and even improved bone mineral density over time. They mean more stable knees, more resilient ankles, and a lower risk of soft tissue injuries that could take months to heal in older adults. But collagen's role isn't just about strength, it's about movement. When collagen-rich tissues are well maintained, your legs move more smoothly. The knee glides without grinding. The Achilles tendon flexes without inflammation. The plantar fascia, the thick band connecting your heel to your toes, supports every stride without strain. These small but critical details of leg function all rely on healthy collagen architecture. Still, collagen doesn't work in isolation. To be truly effective, it relies on key cofactors, especially vitamin C, which acts like a switch for collagen synthesis. Without it, your body can't make or rebuild collagen effectively, no matter how much you ingest. That's why many high-quality collagen supplements include added vitamin C, or recommend taking it alongside citrus fruits or bell peppers. Timing and consistency also matter. Daily supplementation for 8 to 12 weeks is where most of the clinical benefits are seen. As for sources, collagen peptides are most commonly derived from bovine, cow, marine, fish, or porcine, pig collagen. While all contain the essential amino acids like glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline that your body needs to rebuild connective tissue, marine collagen is often praised for its superior absorption, though bovine remains the most well-studied when it comes to joint and bone support. 4. Creatine. Is there a way to restore that deep, cellular energy that fuels strong, capable legs, especially in aging bodies? Enter creatine, the nutrient often misunderstood as a bodybuilder's supplement, but increasingly recognized as a powerhouse for healthy aging. At its core, creatine is a natural compound stored in your muscles, where it functions as a fast-acting energy reserve. Every time you stand, climb, or lift, especially when the movement is quick or forceful, your muscles tap into creatine to regenerate ATP, the molecule that powers muscle contraction. It's like having a backup generator for your legs. But as we age, our natural creatine stores decline, and so does our ability to generate quick, efficient energy during movement. The result? Legs that fatigue more easily, reduced walking speed, and a subtle but dangerous erosion of balance and confidence. But here's the remarkable part. Creatine is one of the most studied and effective supplements for reversing age-related muscle decline. When combined with even modest resistance training, creatine has been shown to increase lower body strength, muscle mass, and functional performance in older adults. In meta-analyses, seniors who took creatine while engaging in regular exercise significantly improved their walking speed, chair rise time, and leg power compared to those who didn't. And even in those who are sedentary or frail, creatine appears to help preserve muscle, giving the legs a baseline of strength, even without intense workouts. But creatine's benefits go beyond muscle. Emerging research suggests it may also support bone density, likely due to the increased force muscles exert on bones when strengthened. This is particularly relevant to the legs, which bear the body's weight and are highly vulnerable to fracture from falls. Stronger muscles mean stronger bones, and creatine helps power both. Unlike other nutrients that take months to show subtle changes, creatine's effects are often noticeable within weeks. Users report improved energy during walks, better stability when rising from a chair, and a general sense of restored capability in the legs. So, how do you take it? The most common form is creatine monohydrate, a well-researched and affordable option. A daily dose of 3 to 5 grams is typically effective and safe for older adults. There's no need for loading phases or cycling, just consistency. It can be mixed into water or added to a smoothie, ideally taken with a meal for better absorption. And what about side effects? Creatine has been extensively studied, and when taken at appropriate doses, it is considered very safe, even in older populations. Minor water retention may occur at first, but it typically resolves quickly. Importantly, concerns about kidney health in healthy individuals have been largely disproven in clinical trials. 5. Glucosamine. Glucosamine isn't flashy. It's not a trendy superfood or a high-performance supplement. But for decades, it has quietly stood as one of the most researched nutrients for joint health, particularly in the context of osteoarthritis, the progressive breakdown of cartilage that affects millions of aging adults. What makes glucosamine special is that it isn't just a pain reliever. It's a building block, a structural component of the molecules that form cartilage, joint fluid, and connective tissue. Think of it as raw material for joint repair. As we age, the body's ability to maintain and regenerate cartilage declines. The result is thinning joint surfaces, inflammation, stiffness, and pain, especially in the weight-bearing joints of the legs. The knees, in particular, bear the brunt. Glucosamine supports the body's natural cartilage production while also helping maintain the thick, viscous fluid that lubricates and nourishes joints from within. In several long-term studies, including those reviewed in Cochrane meta-analyses, glucosamine, particularly in the sulfate form, has been shown to reduce joint pain and slow the progression of cartilage loss, especially in the knee. And while most of these studies focus on the knee joint, the principles apply just as much to the smaller joints in the ankles and feet, where cartilage can be just as debilitating. But perhaps the most underappreciated aspect of glucosamine is its stabilizing effect. Unlike quick fixes that mask pain, glucosamine provides structural support. It works gradually, reinforcing the internal scaffolding of joints over time. Users often report subtle but meaningful improvements. Less cracking, easier bending, more fluid motion, and greater confidence in daily tasks like climbing stairs or walking on uneven ground. Glucosamine also pairs well with chondroitin, another cartilage-supporting compound, and together they've shown modest but consistent improvements in mobility and joint comfort. However, glucosamine alone still holds value, especially when taken early, before joint damage becomes advanced. It's a slow-burn solution, not a magic bullet, but for aging legs, slow and steady wins the race. So how should it be taken? The standard dosage for glucosamine sulfate is 1,500 mg per day, often split into 2 or 3 smaller doses with meals. It may take 4 to 8 weeks before noticeable benefits appear, which is why consistency is key. While it's generally well tolerated, people with shellfish allergies should be cautious, as some supplements are derived from shellfish exoskeletons, though many plant-based or synthetic options are now available. 6. Curcumin. Long used in traditional medicine systems like Ayurveda and Chinese herbalism, curcumin has gained global attention in recent years for its powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. But this isn't just folklore. Modern science has validated curcumin's effects in hundreds of studies, many of which focus on its role in chronic joint and muscle conditions. In particular, curcumin has shown promise in managing osteoarthritis, tendinitis, and inflammatory pain, all of which commonly affect the legs and lower extremities in older adults. So, how does it work? At the cellular level, curcumin interrupts the inflammatory cascade by blocking key enzymes, like COX-2 and 5-LOX, and signaling molecules, like TNF-alpha and interleukins, that fuel swelling and pain. Unlike conventional NSAIDs, which often come with gastrointestinal side effects or long-term risks, curcumin is gentler on the body, especially when taken in optimized forms. Clinical trials have even shown curcumin to be as effective as ibuprofen in reducing joint pain and stiffness in patients with arthritis, with a significantly better safety profile. For aging legs, this means less swelling in the knees, reduced tension in overused tendons, and more comfort during movement. It's particularly useful in conditions like plantar fasciitis, where inflammation in the thick band of tissue along the bottom of the foot causes heel pain with every step, a condition notoriously difficult to manage. Curcumin's ability to modulate pain and accelerate tissue recovery makes it one of the few natural compounds that not only reduces symptoms but may also help address the underlying causes. And beyond the joints and tendons, curcumin's antioxidant effects offer broader protection. Aging muscles and nerves are under constant stress from free radicals, unstable molecules that damage tissue over time. Curcumin neutralizes these radicals, potentially preserving muscle integrity and even supporting nerve health, which is crucial in preventing leg numbness or neuropathic pain, especially in people with diabetes or circulatory problems. Of course, one of curcumin's long-standing challenges has been bioavailability. In its raw form, it doesn't absorb well into the bloodstream. Fortunately, modern formulations have solved this. Enhanced versions, such as curcumin with piperine, black pepper extract, phytosomal curcumin, or nanocurcumin, are now widely available and significantly more effective. With these advancements, the full therapeutic potential of curcumin is finally accessible. A common dosage for joint and inflammatory support ranges between 500 to 1,000 milligrams of standardized curcumin extract daily, though individual needs may vary. Taken consistently, most people begin to notice improvements within 4 to 6 weeks. Not a magic bullet, but a steady shift toward comfort and freedom. Top 5 daily habits to keep your legs strong in old age. Prevent leg cramps in seniors. Are your legs feeling weaker as you age? Do sudden cramps or stiffness stop you from moving freely? What if I told you that a few simple daily habits could keep your legs strong, steady, and pain-free, no matter your age? In this video, we're revealing the top 5 daily habits to maintain powerful, healthy legs, and prevent frustrating leg cramps in seniors. Whether you want to stay active, avoid discomfort, or simply move with confidence, these tips will transform your mobility. So stay tuned, because stronger legs mean a stronger, more independent you. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you have. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more tips to keep you healthy and active. First, let's talk about movement habit. As we age, our legs determine our freedom. They carry us through daily life, supporting every movement from getting out of bed to climbing stairs. Yet, far too many people watch their strength fade away, assuming it's an unavoidable part of aging. But here's the truth. Losing leg strength isn't inevitable, it's a choice. And the best way to preserve it? Movement. Muscles thrive on movement. The moment we stop using them, they start to deteriorate, a process called sarcopenia, which can begin as early as our 30s but accelerates after age 60. Without regular stimulation, the muscles in your legs weaken, making everyday tasks like standing up from a chair or walking around the block feel like a challenge. But here's the truth. Strength isn't reserved for the young. Science shows that older adults can rebuild and maintain strong legs with consistent, targeted exercise. Whether you're a beginner who hasn't exercised in years or someone looking to enhance your current routine, the right movements can transform not just your legs, but your overall well-being. The best way to approach leg strengthening is through a combination of resistance training, balance work, flexibility exercises, and low-impact cardio. Strength training is the foundation. Bodyweight exercises like squats, lunges, and sit-to-stand movements are incredibly effective in keeping the quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves engaged. If those sound intimidating, start with something simpler. Stand up from a chair without using your hands, and repeat. This one movement mimics the actions needed for daily life and builds crucial leg power over time. Adding resistance bands or light ankle weights can further challenge your muscles, helping them grow stronger with each session. Balance is another critical piece of the puzzle. Many falls happen because the muscles that stabilize us, especially in the ankles and thighs, become weak. Simple exercises like standing on one foot while holding onto a chair or practicing gentle Tai Chi movements can significantly improve your ability to stay steady on your feet. These movements don't just strengthen muscles, they also train your brain and nervous system to react faster, preventing stumbles before they happen. But strength alone isn't enough. Flexibility plays a key role in preventing stiffness and ensuring smooth movement. Daily stretching, especially for the hamstrings, calves, and hip flexors, helps maintain mobility and reduces the risk of muscle strain. A few minutes of gentle stretching each morning or after exercise can keep your legs feeling limber and prepared for movement throughout the day. For those who find high-impact workouts difficult, low-impact activities like walking, swimming, or cycling offer a fantastic way to keep legs engaged without putting stress on the joints. Walking keeps muscles active, encourages circulation, and even helps maintain bone density, an essential factor in preventing fractures. The most important part of this journey is consistency. Strength isn't built in a day, but every small effort adds up. Daily habit number 2. Nutrition. Exercise may be the engine that builds leg strength, but nutrition is the fuel that powers it. Without the right nutrients, muscles weaken, recovery slows, and the body struggles to maintain the strength needed for movement. Food is more than just sustenance. It's the building block of mobility, the raw material for strong muscles, and the secret weapon against age-related decline. One of the biggest mistakes older adults make is not getting enough protein. As we age, our bodies process protein less efficiently, meaning we need more of it to maintain and rebuild muscle. Yet, many seniors fall far short of the recommended daily intake, unknowingly accelerating muscle loss. Think of protein as the cement that holds your strength together. Without enough of it, the foundation weakens, and the legs that once carried you effortlessly begin to struggle. So how much protein do you actually need? Research suggests that older adults should aim for at least 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. That means if you weigh 70 kilograms, 154 pounds, you should be consuming around 70 to 84 grams of protein daily. But it's not just about hitting a number, it's about distributing protein intake evenly throughout the day. Instead of having most of it at dinner, include protein-rich foods in every meal to continuously support muscle repair and growth. But protein alone isn't enough. Calcium and vitamin D are your leg's best allies. Strong legs require strong bones, and without enough calcium, bones become fragile and prone to fractures. Vitamin D plays an equally crucial role by helping the body absorb calcium effectively. Without it, even a diet rich in calcium won't be enough. The best sources: dairy products, leafy greens, fortified foods, and sunlight. But if you struggle to get enough from diet alone, a supplement might be necessary. After all, what good is muscle strength if your bones can't support it? Then there's inflammation, a hidden force that can sap leg strength without warning. Chronic inflammation, fueled by poor diet choices, can lead to muscle loss and joint pain, making movement difficult. The antidote: an anti-inflammatory diet rich in whole foods, healthy fats, and antioxidants. Swap processed foods for lean proteins, omega-3, rich fish, nuts, seeds, and vibrant fruits and vegetables. Every bite you take is either fighting for or against your mobility. Choose wisely. Food is more than just energy. It's medicine, it's protection, and most importantly, it's the key to longevity. A well-nourished body moves with ease, recovers quickly, and resists the slow decline that so many assume is inevitable. Daily habit number 3. Rest. Most people think strength is built during exercise, but that's only half the story. True muscle growth and repair happen when you rest, specifically while you sleep. Sleep is the body's natural recovery system, the reset button that repairs worn-out muscle fibers, replenishes energy stores, and reinforces bone and joint health. Without enough of it, all the effort you put into strengthening your legs is like trying to build a house on a crumbling foundation. No matter how well you eat or exercise, if you're not sleeping well, your body simply won't have the time or resources to rebuild what you're working so hard to strengthen. When you sleep, your body releases growth hormone, a powerful repair agent that stimulates muscle regeneration and bone formation. This is particularly important as you age because muscle mass naturally declines over time. A lack of deep, quality sleep disrupts this process, slowing down recovery and making it harder to maintain leg strength. Over time, poor sleep contributes to muscle weakness, slower reflexes, and even increased fall risk. Studies have shown that older adults who sleep less than 6 hours per night tend to have weaker muscles and greater difficulty with mobility compared to those who get enough rest. In other words, every hour of lost sleep is a missed opportunity for your legs to regain their power. Strength training and physical activity put stress on your muscles, causing tiny micro-tears in the fibers. This is a good thing. It's how muscles grow back stronger. But if you don't allow them to recover, those muscles remain fatigued, leaving you feeling sore and more prone to injury. This is why alternating intense exercise days with lighter activity, like walking, stretching, or balance exercises, is essential. It gives your legs time to rebuild without weakening from inactivity. So how do you optimize your rest to maximize leg strength? It starts with prioritizing sleep quality. Aiming for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep each night gives your body the time it needs to restore muscle and joint health. Creating a consistent sleep routine, going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, helps regulate your body's natural rhythms, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Avoiding stimulants like caffeine in the late afternoon and reducing screen time before bed can also improve sleep depth, ensuring your muscles get the full recovery they need. Additionally, proper sleep posture matters more than you think. If you experience leg pain or stiffness, sleeping with a pillow between your knees, if you're a side sleeper, or under your legs, if you're on your back, can reduce strain on joints and muscles, preventing discomfort that disrupts rest. Even small adjustments, like keeping your bedroom cool and dark, can have a profound impact on sleep quality, allowing your body to fully relax and enter deeper restorative stages. Many older adults assume that difficulty sleeping is just part of aging, but that's not entirely true. Poor sleep isn't an inevitable consequence of getting older. It's often a result of habits that need adjusting. And when you make rest a priority, the benefits extend far beyond muscle recovery. Improved sleep enhances balance, reduces inflammation, boosts mental clarity, and even strengthens the immune system, all of which contribute to better overall health and mobility. Daily habit number 4. Hydration. You move, you exercise, you eat well, but something still feels off. Your legs feel heavy, your muscles cramp more often, and fatigue creeps in faster than it should. Your body might be missing something simple yet absolutely essential: hydration. Water is the lifeblood of your muscles. Every movement, from standing up to taking a step, depends on fluid balance within your body. Your muscles are nearly 70% water, and even a slight dip in hydration levels can reduce strength, slow recovery, and make your legs feel weaker than they actually are. But here's the problem: as we age, our natural thirst response weakens. That means by the time you feel thirsty, your body is already in a deficit, and your muscles are already paying the price. Think about it. Have you ever woken up with stiff, aching legs? That stiffness isn't just about aging, it's often a sign of dehydration. When your body doesn't have enough water, circulation slows, oxygen delivery to the muscles decreases, and waste products like lactic acid build up, making movement feel more difficult than it should be. Proper hydration keeps blood flowing efficiently, ensuring your muscles receive the nutrients they need to contract, relax, and function at their best. And it's not just about keeping muscles moving. Hydration is also crucial for joint lubrication. Every step you take is cushioned by synovial fluid, the natural lubricant that keeps your knees, ankles, and hips moving smoothly. But when you're dehydrated, this fluid thickens, leading to increased friction, stiffness, and discomfort. Over time, this can make walking and exercising more painful, discouraging movement when, in reality, drinking more water could be the simple fix. Muscle cramps are another telltale sign that your legs are crying out for hydration. Dehydration disrupts the balance of electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, which are essential for proper muscle contractions. When these levels drop, muscles spasm and seize up, leading to painful cramps that can strike at any moment, whether you're in the middle of a walk or lying in bed at night. By staying properly hydrated, you help regulate these minerals, keeping your leg muscles functioning smoothly and reducing those frustrating nighttime cramps. So, how much water do you really need? While the standard advice of 6 to 8 glasses per day is a good general guideline, your individual needs depend on factors like activity level, climate, and overall health. The key is consistency. Sip throughout the day rather than waiting until you're parched. Start your morning with a glass of water to replenish overnight losses, drink with meals, and keep a bottle nearby as a visual reminder. If plain water isn't appealing, herbal teas, water-rich fruits like watermelon and oranges, or broths can also contribute to hydration. Some might worry about frequent bathroom trips, especially at night, but skimping on fluids to avoid this is a mistake. Instead of cutting back on water, adjust your timing, drink more earlier in the day and reduce intake an hour before bed. The goal isn't just to drink more water, but to stay consistently hydrated throughout the day so that your muscles and joints always have what they need to perform at their best. Daily habit number 5. Avoid prolonged sitting. The human body was built to move. Your legs, in particular, rely on daily activity to maintain strength, circulation, and stability. Yet, modern life encourages prolonged sitting, whether it's watching television, reading, using a computer, or simply resting for extended periods. Over time, too much sitting leads to gradual muscle loss, reduced circulation, and a decline in balance and mobility. The worst part? You may not even realize it's happening until everyday activities, like climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, or walking long distances, become noticeably harder. When you sit for long periods, your leg muscles essentially turn off. The major muscle groups, your quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves, remain inactive, which leads to gradual atrophy. The phrase, "use it or lose it," has never been more relevant. Studies show that muscle loss accelerates with prolonged inactivity, and for older adults, this can be a fast track to frailty. Sitting for too long also reduces blood circulation, which can lead to swelling in the legs, increased risk of blood clots, and a feeling of heaviness or fatigue when you finally do stand up. The solution isn't about replacing sitting with intense workouts, it's about breaking up sedentary time with frequent movement. Small, consistent actions throughout the day can have a huge impact on maintaining leg strength and overall mobility. Standing up every 30 to 60 minutes, even if only for a couple of minutes, helps reactivate leg muscles and restore circulation. A simple habit like marching in place, doing a few heel raises, or taking a short walk around the room can be enough to counteract the negative effects of prolonged sitting. Another powerful way to integrate more movement: turn daily activities into opportunities for leg engagement. Stand while talking on the phone, do gentle leg stretches while watching TV, or take the stairs instead of the elevator whenever possible. Even shifting your weight from one leg to the other while standing can keep muscles engaged and prevent stiffness. If mobility is a concern, chair exercises, such as seated leg lifts, ankle circles, or resistance band work, can help keep your legs active without requiring standing or walking. It's easy to assume that just because you walk or exercise for 30 minutes a day, the rest of the time doesn't matter. But research shows that even regular exercisers can experience muscle weakness if they spend too much time sitting. The bottom line: sitting isn't the enemy, staying still for too long is. Every time you choose to stand, stretch, or take a few steps, you're investing in the strength and longevity of your legs. So ask yourself, when was the last time you moved? If it's been a while, stand up right now. Your legs will thank you for it. Conclusion: by incorporating these 5 daily habits, staying active, fueling your body with the right nutrients, prioritizing quality rest, staying hydrated, and avoiding prolonged sitting, you're not just preserving mobility, you're investing in your future. Every step you take, every mindful choice you make adds up to a healthier, more vibrant you. Age doesn't have to mean slowing down. Your legs can stay powerful for years to come. The key is consistency. So, start today, embrace these habits, and keep moving toward a stronger, more confident life. If you found this video helpful, please remember to hit the like button. It really helps us bring you more valuable content. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts, questions, or what topic you'd like us to cover next. We love hearing from you. Of course, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can never miss out on our latest health tips and insights. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.